How does the poor fam nasty grows like a floor and a mud man lived more healthier than we all got and stolen not the spirit of by smelling in through staying in the front door grew healthier even there in the squall.
The smell scattered in every inch and every hour got a lot farther than it reached the poor father.
And he shared this milk further by being the front runner of his team. The surely took advantage of its spirit.
In every day our food or being will served and crafted, then they will pave the way. They'd gathered and keep their heads up. Inside they were longing for something they'll never get, and their family was ready to stand till we finish eating.
And the illness then came. We got dinner every day. I know it's a visit for all, but my health became.
The chicken back at the table, I can finish them away.
So I told my dad to play by singing for family day.
Well, we all might not have all the fancy things there is, man. Even taste a piece of meat or just string off a bacon. We have good intentions, never stole a single thing. It's a trait that my parents taught, but who are we?
We are the family. Oh yes, we are the broken family. Still if anything will be. Oh, we want to share.
I never left my children begging full of anger, jealous, written these years. Let us see our honesty is never hidden, bruised. Even if we get sick, our bonds thick, and honesty is better when the family sticks.
Move with almost nothing when we left our place in countryside. We may got nothing but joy and pride. Always deep inside our hearts saying, always you gotta stand for yourselves. Always keep soaring and fighting for all the truth reveals itself.
Could have been better pointing to and doing accusations. They could have said something that's true instead of crazy information. Starting stating, clearing fact that's way more believable. This poor family can even find a border. They're trying to belittle us for we are poor from then on. If we have no future but the dirt where they step on the strength of our ship, cause nothing if the second land. Sing with your eyes with our truth is our main stand. Your words are nothing near the truth.
Your words are nothing near the truth. Your words are nothing near the truth. Your words are nothing
near the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will try to figure out the truth.
You should have your back down and make use of remaining time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will try to figure out the truth.
But we know what's behind the frame. But we learn that it's just on land. This school will never be the same.
The case is in the courtroom now. See if whose side will win. Is it the rich man's side or blue skin will take the win? Will this protect the cleaner if we're totally golden?
The cream stole from us.
We'll see who will control.
Well, we're here for fuss.
And we are just listening.
And me, I'm Bruce's son who admires him. In this case,
What's the case, man?
my father goes to court.
There goes the smell of something roasted chicken. Those are young, tender, and fat. Just listening sounds of food. There are hams and bacon too, from an next door neighbor's food.
Hey, mister, why are you always doing that? It's only been weeks since we got here, and I always notice you doing that.
Doing what exactly?
You always stop to smell the food the neighbor's been cooking. I can't blame you though, since it smells really good. And sometimes I see you smiling to yourself. Why is that?
Ah, yes, it was because... Wait, you don't seem familiar.
Well, probably because we just moved here a few weeks ago, like I said earlier. My name is Andrea, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, so you're new here. Nice to meet you too. I'm Elijah. Welcome to the city.
Thank you. even though it's late.
And about earlier, you got a good observation there, Andrea, because I'm not aware that I've been doing that. Perhaps I made it as a habit. You see, we're not that fortunate as our neighbor. You can tell, right? And to answer your last question, sometimes I remember our childhood memories through it, and the smell has been there since as long as I can remember.
Look, there he goes, the son of poor man looks wealthy.
How come when they broke and can afford?
You think that's so absurd?
And they're poor and barely earn.
There must be something going on this sea.
That is so cool. Can you tell me more?
Okay, okay, but this is lame.
That is fine. I'll listen all day.
Oh kid, I warned you, don't blame me if you get bored.
Okay.
When I was four, my father's farm got destroyed by a heavy flood and we got nothing to restore. So we left countryside and we moved here in town, and that's the start of the story I'm gonna tell you about, yo. You see, our neighbor got this very tall house that they could see us from above and watch us all time. Whether we sleep, we eat, we play, whatever them can say. And do you know what makes us happy? The sound, the smell of food they're cooking. There are so many to devour. Cooking, smells like even every hour. Cooking, we are delighted even we don't need on our plate to start with. If they're Rome and eat whatever in the plate there is. That's true. And every day we resisting bacon strips and ham and roasted chicken, tender, juicy, that will serve in glam. And if we could eat some of this, then we are lucky kid. But now it's just fine to just stop, smell and imagine it.
Ooh, I bet that's what paradise smells like. What an experience.
Hey, I'm not yet done with my story.
Sorry, go on.
Then, on some days, the rich man appeared at the window and glowered down at us. He looked at us one by one as though he were condemning us.
That sounds scary.
Ooh, we do, we do, we do, we do. Ooh, we do, we do, we do, we do. Yes, we were healthy. Out in the sun while we basked, we were healthy. We wrestled before we went to play. We are always laughing and in the best of spirits. The other never stopped and joined us with the laughter. But to see the riches, they were pale and sad. The family's sick and we hear trying to hear them cough from outside of the window. Everybody sounded like so much in pain, so we wonder what happened. We worry and wait. They eat most of we thought, how could this be? We were just standing outside and smelled the food, but the family got sick, we're gonna do? They ate delicious food, we're thinking what blue? We just smelled the food and suddenly we're healthy. Out in the sun while we bathed, we were healthy. We wrestled before we went to play. Healthy. Out in the sun while we bathed, we were healthy. We wrestled before we went to play.
How could that be when they are always frying something delicious to eat?
I know, right? So we do know that it's not from the lack of nourishment.
Okay, continue. I like hearing more about your story.
Sure. Then, on one day, the rich man appeared at the window and stood there for a long time. He looked at my sisters, who had grown fat and laughing, then at my brothers, whose arms and legs were like the mulave, which is the sturdiest tree in the Philippines. He banged down the window and ran through his house, shutting all the windows.
Yikes! If that was me, I'll scream in horror. That's some nasty actions, I think.
Yeah, we were started back then, but then we thought we can't do anything about it since that's the way they feel, right?
I guess you're right.
But even though the windows of our neighbor's house were always closed and the children did not come out anymore, we could still hear the servants cooking in the kitchen, and no matter how tight the windows were shut, the aroma of the food came to us in the wind and drifted gratuitously into our house.
Mmm, I could also smell the faint aroma here.
Well, maybe because our house is just a few steps away from here.
I need to go home now. I'm sure my mom is already looking for me. It's a really long story, but I didn't get bored. I liked it actually.
Thanks, I guess. Take care on your way home, kid.
I will. Tell me more stories some other time, okay? Bye.
Bye. And now I'm going home to play with my siblings.
You must be wondering about why I'm here standing.
Oh, officer, do you need any sort of helping?
The address was right, so I came to deliver this.
If I know what it is, please can you do the reading?
Honey, what it is and why you're here this morning?
The neighbor found a plan and fun about it later. Ow, do you understand? Good day, gentlemen. Where's the town clerk?
Yes, the town clerk's here. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, we received a complaint from my neighbor and it's absurd.
May I know what's your full name, oh dear sir?
B-R-U-C-E Bruce B.
Ah, yes, I remember the case is quite a little bit. Oof, anyway, stole the wealth and the spirit of the food.
Is that so?
Just like he said that all of it got disappeared. Now look at my kids.
What?
And else that I can help you with.
We may not seem to live in glory.
We may not seem to live in glory.
We've been joyful through it all.
Joyful through it all.
Plates can get all empty.
'Cause if our place can get
We love
empty,
each other after all.
raise a glass to our mom. She never let us greet on everything.
No matter what she tells you, everything would be wonderful and bright.
Raise a glass to our Papa Plus.
He always lifts the hopes of us,
Telling the story of the life.
the light that never lost
Right.
light.
Wealthy morning to you, Your Highness, sir.
I wanna eat some crispy chicken.
That's for
I
sure.
wanna say congratulations in advance.
Sure.
As Sigurd's family in court takes the defeat.
Sir,
Poor of them, they stole the spirit of what's out. Wish that I could laugh instead of being serious in front of them.
no, you don't.
Yes, I do. I'm unstoppable. They don't know how I made myself invincible.
This is it. The day we should appear in court just because our neighbor filed a complaint against us. Perhaps we came early, that's why there's no other people besides us. Father sat in the chair in the center of the room. Then he jumped from his chair and stabbed the air with his arms like he is defending himself before an imaginary jury. The rich man appeared with his young lawyer. His aura screams power and authority. The once empty courtroom is now filled with spectators waiting for the odd case to unfold and reveal itself. Then the judge came in and sat on the high chair. And because we don't know how any of this works, we stood in hurry and then sat down again. And on that moment, the courtroom preliminaries began.
guilty. You and your family are still in the spirit of complaints. Well, then, fool, do you agree that while the complete family grew sickly, you and your family come strong instead? Complexion, guilty, or you wanna? How do you account for that?
I would like to see the children of complaint. Could you bring him here in the courtroom, Judge?
Bring in the children of the complaint. Yeah.
The children came in covering their mouth. They looked so pale and thin, unsteady, they're staring at the floor man. These kids couldn't keep it cool. And then there's my brother backing up my hood.
I should like to cross-examine.
Floor is yours, proceed the times and
Do you claim that we stole the spirit of your food by looking and staying? And they were laughing up all day. Your family became sadder every day. Since you are saying that we stole all of that, then we gonna pay you with all that we got when not lying. Bring the beating, alright. All of you look in this house with me. I'll fill it with the coins of our family looking closely. Fussing you trick. May I walk to the room across the hall and stay? I'm gonna show to you how I'm gonna pay.
My bro, they dropped the coins in, yeah, to the floor. All of them have seen how it rolled in everywhere. Sounds like you're in the fair. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All of the coins dropped beautifully. All of them had turns 360. I said all of them had turns 360. Yeah.
You see the coins dropped beautifully, and I assume that you heard them loud and clear. And you heard the spirit of money taken from me. And if it's clear and it's heard, then you got to pay for me.
After the rich man's children came in, we saw how pale, thin, and unsteady they are. Meanwhile, when my brother Elijah dropped the coins in, our father asked everyone if they heard it. Everyone was so confused about it, so my father told them that it was the spirit of the money. He shook his hat once more and the sound was heard again. He faced the rich man and said, "Now, you are paid." Right after that, we heard, and the case was dismissed. After the rich family left, the courtroom was filled with laughter. And the funniest thing is, the laughter of the judge was the loudest of all.
Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Go na, be? 1, 2, 3. The sun grows, the sun is full, my love's healthy.